Chase, can you talk about the touchdown and to make a big play like that? Just what your elation was, your feelings were after when it happened.
Yeah, it was pretty cool because sometimes you hear the play call and you know you're going to score or you know the ball's coming your way. So that was one of those plays where I knew I had a pretty good chance to get the ball and I just had to kind of win on the route. And Ben put it in the perfect spot for me to go do that. So it was pretty cool.
Let's go to Dejan. DK, go ahead.
Chase, when you're running under a ball, sometimes that could freak out even a really good receiver when it's up that long and that high. Take me through your head there. What's going through your mind as that thing is up there?
Yeah, usually it's kind of tough to focus on the ball when you're running full speed because your head's shaking a little bit. But Ben lofted it up pretty good to where it wasn't that hard to kind of see the ball, if that makes sense. So I really just had to run under it, and it was right there for me. So wasn't too bad.
Hi, Chase. Do you think you caught them off guard, and was that were they giving you the look that you thought that play could succeed?
Yeah, I think I just went in on a good down and distance in terms of what they were going to run coverage-wise. I know for most of the game their DBs were backed up, and if that was the case, I wouldn't have got the ball. So when I did go and we called that play, the DB was pressed, which is really good for that play call, obviously. And, I think people will start taking notice, and then we're just going to have to start switching things up, but it's never been a problem before.
Let's go to Mike Prizzuta. Mike, go ahead.
Chase, you've had a big play in each of the first two games. They're putting you a lot of work on special teams. Can you talk about your first start here, your first two NFL games, and the role you seem to be carving out for yourself?
Yeah, I think the coaches are doing a really good job in easing me into the games in terms of, they haven't thrown me in the fire and they're not asking too much, but to make a play here and there is definitely something I can do. And then as the season progresses, I just plan on playing more and more and contributing to that even more.
Let's go to Will Grades. Will, go ahead.
Chase, when Ben was talking about you during camp, he said, he doesn't ask a lot of questions. He's always in the right place. What did you do during that virtual offseason to sort of try to get up to speed as quickly as possible so you could be ready when you got here?
Yeah, I think it was honestly super helpful that we were able to get to the playbook in that virtual mini camp thing. And then so I would get the plays and run through them on the field with one of my coaches back home. And I think that kind of helped me visualize things. So I would just get the install and run through it on the field and try to get that to stick.
All right, we got time for two more. Let's go to Chris Adamski. Chris, go ahead.
Chase, not having a preseason games, that hasn't happened very much in NFL history with rookies. So what's it been like, the NFL game, the speed, whatever it is, the size, adjusting to that so quickly here in regular season games? Is it about what you expected or harder or what?
Yeah, I think the reason no preseason games has kind of led me to, starting to, ease into the plays, get some plays here and there, and then trying to increase my role as the season goes on. But the speed of the game wasn't too bad. I was on special teams for the very first play of my career, so it allowed me to see how everyone was moving and kind of adjust when I went in there on offense.
All right, last one. Let's go to Brooke Pryor. Brooke, go ahead.
Hey, Chase, last week we didn't get to talk to you after that game, but you had the most improbable catch of the week according to Next Gen Stats on that sideline ball. What allows you to maybe have the body awareness on the field to make that catch and stay in bounds?
Yeah, I think that's something that I've worked on for the last 8 years. I would say from beginning of high school to now, just kind of going through little drills that you have to be aware where your feet are because having your toe on the sideline and not on the sideline could change the outcome of a game. So I know how important it is. So I've been working on that quite a bit. And now it's kind of coming natural to me.